What's up, Muffin Man? Welcome to the Sunflower Cape stream. The second best BB series of the week is getting casted. True. Especially considering Tits recently defeated TIP. I feel like everyone's recently defeated everyone in the Light League, right? Haven't been able to make progress versus PSS. Ooh, tough. Our old squad is too powerful. They banned a Kali. Not like a one-trick Morgana player. I think I only got to play Morgana like 3 or 4 times last season. I hope it's a banger, indeed. The football game is trash. I don't even know who's playing tonight. Jets and Patriots? Oh god, no wonder it's trash. Great. We're just waiting on Fusro, and then we'll get going. All right, we got a draft link here. Did they line up correctly? No. AKA the way that I wanted them to. All right. While we're waiting, let's set up a bet for this game because gambling is fun. And maybe we'll wait until more people show up because right now we only got 6 people. We'll wait a little bit. Is this my goat Fusro? It sure is. We're waiting on him. Apparently I lied when I said starting soon in the post. My bad. There he is. He's coming. All right, and here we go. It's going to be tip blue. Ugh, why did I say it like that? Tip blue, BB red. I believe this is a remake game. I believe they were supposed to play last week, but they weren't able to, so they pushed it back to play this week. And let's see, does Fusro get the triple ban special here? Nope, not quite. Vermilion might get the triple ban special, though. Nope, not quite. Fiora ban, interesting. Do we have a Fiora player on the premises? That is a champ you simply do not see in Beer League, so I kind of wish they'd left it open. I would have liked to see that. And it's going to be the Mel, first pick lock in for tip. Can really go mid or bot with it. What's up, Zor? I'm actually not 100% sure how the Mel Reflect will work with Syndra Stun. I know Syndra Stun tends to be a bit weird. It's technically a projectile, but it can't be or course can't be destroyed or reflected, or well, maybe it could be reflected. I don't know. We'll probably find out at some point this game. All right, I thought of a good bet. We'll give it a little bit of time so people can do it, but let me go ahead and set it up here. All right, we'll give you guys. We've got a little bit of time here. We'll give you a whole 10 minutes to vote. The game's nowhere the way the game's starting in 10 minutes, right? Yeah, it's gonna take a while, so we'll do 10 minutes. All right. And the prediction will be, how many total kills will there be this game? 45 or more? Or less than 45? Got 10 minutes, go spend your points. Speaking of the draft, Ezreal Nami Lucian Braum classic combo. Trundle jungle, and then Cassante in the top lane. Okay. Then Zach could be top or jungle. We'll see what he decides to go with. It will be jungle, so top lane Kale to go against the Cassante. From what I understand, that is a good matchup for Kale. Well, it's more accurate to say it's not as bad as a lot of other matchups. It's probably more accurate. If there's not more I don't even want to watch, I guess you better bet on more then. Okay. Whose comp do I like? Zach's going to be big here. They really don't have a great way to stop him. Other than really well-placed Trundle pillars, maybe. A lot of range on this TIP team with Ezreal and Mel. They can kind of just hang back and chill. Definitely going to be probably more damage on the side of BB because they're going to have the Kale, obviously. It's going to take her a while to get going. So Lucian and Cinder are going to need to kind of hold the game and together until Kale scales. I will say Tip is a bit lacking in the playmaking department. Cassante is very, very good at a lot of things, but engaging is not really one of them. So they don't really have anything other than that, maybe like a Nami wave. So they might have to play more poke and harass and make the enemy come into them, I think. I think I like BB's comp more overall. I think the Kale fits really well in this enemy team, but we will have to see if the game goes long enough for it to be good. I've seen Kales lose these. True, me too. I've seen a late game KL lose twice in Beer League. Uh-oh. Fusaro left during champ select. Oh boy. All right, they're going to try the draft again. Swap stone. Oh, sorry, I had the sorry, Zora, I had the stream chat closed for a second. Or not Zoar, it's Hero Stratos. You games are both blue. It's hard to tell them apart. Your arms are both the same color on my phone. It's Stratos, you're the one that casted the game yesterday, right? I think you casted the dot game, I believe. Nice. Well, thank you for helping. It's always cool when we get more people in the casting booth. These two teams wish they were as good as the Piss Boys. I mean, true. The Piss Boys are the reigning champs. No Chad to carry them this season? Oh, man. Make sure to get your prediction in. You got a minute left for the total number of kills in this game. Go quick. So far, we've only got one vote or one bet. Go, go, go. Hell yeah. Double the bets. All right. People banking on less than 45 kills, so we'll see how you do. I feel like everyone I played into has been in this league for a long time. I mean, yeah. We got a lot of old heads here, a lot of long timers. Definitely have the growth of the league has been nice, but it's definitely, for the most part, it's people that have been around for a while. But hey, everyone was new once, right? I was new a few seasons ago. So, ACR still kind of new. You've already won a championship. Yeah, Beer League's a lot of fun. It's fun to play in kind of a more competitive environment with people that you know. So we may not be pro-level players mechanically or strategically or anything like that, but kind of get a taste of the competitive experience, which is fun. It's very different from solo queue, or even just playing like in normals with your group. So Eric, it means that you're already etched into history. Everyone knows Eric 29. He's a legend in Beer League. I absolutely despise Eric Zyra. I think that's the other Eric. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Too many Erics, yeah. Yeah, the captain of CR changed his name to Eric 29 as well as a joke, but then he couldn't change it back. So Now there are 2 Air 29s. Two-month CD or something? I know it's a while. Yeah. I don't know how long, but I know it is a while. All right, and we are finally in it. Here we go. Well, people are going to lane. Let's do summoner check. Or into runes check. Everything looks pretty standard. Conquer on Zac is kind of interesting, but I think it probably works.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And first strike Ezreal, that's a little unusual, but it works. Yeah, everything looks pretty standard. The tier start on Ezreal, I'm not a fan of. Slam, what's my team's record? I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say it starts with 1 and leave it at that. Vermilion plays in both leagues, right? He was playing in the Fearless or in the Stout League as well, but he quit. So, or he stepped down from that team. So now it's just this one. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I don't like the tier start. You give up way too much early strength by starting tier, but that's just my personal opinion. We'll see how it goes for him. Not so fast. I'd say a cuss if my ADC went tier. I'm going to start on opposite sides of the map this time, so it'll be a while before they interact. Most likely. It's just like a weirdly slow clear by Zac. I'm surprised he's only gotten 3 camps and it's almost 3 minutes in. Did he start red buff? Oh, that just seems really slow to me. Oh, Zac went to avoid the Toronto early. That part makes sense. Oh no, is Zac's early clear really this slow? I think on Zac, you're supposed to take 2 points in W instead of taking Q early on, I think. But I've heard, I can't confirm that for sure, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that. Looking for an early gank here in the mid lane. Ooh, nice flash E by the Mel on Syndra. That should be enough for the kill, and indeed it will be. First blood over to Team Tip. Nice play by Evelina? Elvina? I'm just gonna call her Lucy, because I know that's her name. Very nice E flash by Lucy to set up the gank. Elvina? Really? El... Oh, yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense. Elvina. Alright, fair enough. Elvina it is. I guess Y can make an E sound, can't it? Ooh. A lot of damage coming in on the Nami. Should be fine, though. Jono coming in for another gank. They should be fine here, though, I would imagine. Ooh, Ram has to flash the Nami Q, so at least they get something out of this gank. Kale has successfully made it to level 6 without dying. That's always your first goal when you're playing Kale. LSM going a little crazy here on the top lane. Whoa! I mean, they both flash, I guess, but... And Kale made it to level 6 without dying or giving out too much farm. Success! What's interesting to me is that in order to play League of Legends now and be like remotely competitive, you have to be able to CS well when you're not under pressure, right? Like look, these are good farm numbers. We're in the lower league, air quotes, and everyone's farming fine, no problemo. I remember back in the day, you used to have to be like plat before you saw people farming decently. But nowadays, everyone can farm as long as they're not getting pressured off the farm. So, League players have gotten a lot better over the years. Or you can play jungle and not worry about it. Well, yeah, but you still have to path well to get good farm in the jungle, and they do that too. So, BB gonna go ahead and move in here on the dragon, but they are seen. And Booster's gonna move in, and he's gonna bully him off of the thing here. Booster, I'm surprised he's not just turning and smiting this. They're gonna fight over it instead of trying to finish the dragon. Ulti comes in on the Trundle, but he's still alive. And now they're gonna turn and secure the dragon. And BB, no one has died yet, but they're going to have to back off because they're all so low. Skill creep on Ganon is almost like 20 years old. Oh, yeah. You know, I remember when I started 11 years ago. My God, people are so much better now. Like, yeah, there's still a big gap between, like, you know, Masters and Gold or whatever, but the people at the top have gotten way, way better, too, so... If you're not improving, you're falling behind. That's why you see a lot of players who used to be like Masters or even pro players struggle in low diamond now. So far, pretty close game, but good start here for TIP. Still only 1 kill, not 45 kill prediction, not looking very good so far. I could end any moment, but it's not looking great. The camera really wants to watch us play in the top lane for some reason. KO, Cassandra should be fine. I don't think KO can afford to run him down all the way. What are these teams ranked in BLL? What are their records? That is a good question. I have no idea. You'd have to go look it up on the Beer League website to find out. Because I have no idea. Another gank coming over here in the mid lane. Syndra able to flash away this time. Do they have the damage to kill her anyway? No, not quite enough stacks for Mel. Ooh, a return gank coming in the mid lane. Mel uses the reflect very early, which is not how you want to use it. However, it does stall long enough for her to turn and get the kill on the Syndra. So in the end, trades 1 for 1. Yeah, maybe using W that way was the right way after all. She might have gotten bursted too quick if she didn't do it like that. Ooh, will that be enough? No, it'll be enough to get the Zac passive. Mercenary Wolf really wants to hold his lane for his hold this wave for his laner. Ooh, a roam over by the Cassandra, gonna catch out the Zac, and he should go down here. Ooh, no, I managed to pick up enough blobs to escape and jump over the wall. No third kill for TIP yet. Nice roam by Cassandra. That's kind of what you want to try to do if you're against a scaling champion like KO, is that if you can't deny them, you pressure the map. There's no point in just standing there across them in lane looking at them the whole time. Ezreal able to get out in time, and now Trundle is here, but very close to the tower, and actually his own pillar end kind of messes him up here. He can't get into the combat, but they're able to chunk Braum quite a bit, and that's gonna probably force him out of lane. Ooh, Kale very low in the top lane. Does have ulti though, and now Zac's gonna come in here. Should be able to get a kill. Kale just needs to be careful not get turned on and killed by the Cassandra. The ulti about to run out here. Indeed it will. Interesting TP by the Mel, making sure Cassandra doesn't go down, but I think he was fine. Even without that, they kind of ran out of juice. Kale actually going to start to get some plates up here. He's got her Nashor's Tooth already, my goodness. Yeah, very close game here. Only about a 100, 200 gold difference. Collector first on Lucian, that's interesting. Is that what people build now? BB gonna try to move him in position on this dragon again. Trying to clear out vision here. Ooh, and Trundle and Mel are actually pushing in the mid lane. They're gonna try get mid prio and then rotate. Ooh, Fusro's gonna get engaged on here. I mean, he's old somebody to start stealing those stats. I think he's gonna end up going down though. Braum ends up blocking him and not having ulti, so they should be able to just back off here if they want. They could probably also turn as well. Their top laner has TP, so they will stay out of this fight. right. And I have to say, I think this is the this has to be the latest. This will have to be in the latest feat of warfare I've ever seen in a beer league game. The fact that no one has gotten to 3 kills yet, and it's 15 minutes in. That is wild. That 45 kill prediction really not looking good. I'll be building tier on every ADC from now on. There you go. Ooh. Cassante not quite able to get the ult angle he wanted, but does end up getting the KO ulti out. No, she's going to have to leave because she's too low to stay now. I'm shooting for long game. We'll see. Cassante almost secured it there, but couldn't quite ult the KO away from her turret. Tip's going to use their lane prio and top lane to grab the Rift Herald here. And that will be feat of monster slaying over to Team Tip, taken before the kills one, which is wild. However, I have a feeling that this KO will soon be a victim. Or maybe not. He got level 11 now, again without dying, and pretty good farm as well. I feel like these kind of games are the most intense, right? Because you don't want to be that guy that ends up getting caught out in a bad spot and starts the game snowballing against you, you know? So you feel a lot of pressure to not die. Oh wow, nice job there by Zach to stop the Rift Herald. So they end up getting nothing from that Herald. None of the turrets really close to going down either by the looks of it. Yeah, every tower still at above half HP. A very stalemate game right now. Which admittedly does bode well for it being a long game. So maybe you're onto something there, Stoney. And yeah, everyone's being super careful because no one wants to give up that third kill to either team. Looking for a gank here on the bot lane. Oh, Nami ult's going to go, but Brahm's just going to block that. They have both sums. They should be able to get out of here, I would imagine. Oh, actually, well, nope, and now Zach's here. And Syndra's keeping in as well. And they're going to turn on the Trundle, and he's going to end up going down. That will be feat of warfare over for BB. And now both mid laners are going to go ahead and get down here, but Mel kind of just gets caught out behind her fleeing team and goes down. And then a very interesting play there by Vermilion where nothing really happens. And again, the top laners are both just like, man, they look like they're having fun down there. I wish we could play the game. But no. Oh, hold up. I was just saying, but looks like Kale's actually going to get a solo kill on the Cassante here. Oh, she has red buff. Ooh, that makes a huge difference. She should be able to just finish him off here. And indeed she will. That will be a solo kill for the Kale, which is not what you want to see if you're against the Kale. She's solo killing your top laner. Buckle in. And they get first tower in bot lane as well. So wow, that'll be Vito strength over to PB despite losing the objectives one early on. Yeah, I mean, look at that. We were neck and neck for a while, but now we're about 3K gold ahead for PB just from those 3 kills and objectives. Just like that. Stover with the solo kill. Is Pikachu Stover? I have no idea. I'm assuming that must be. Ooh, he's actually going to go in. Able to dodge and now pops his ulti. Gonna steal all those stats. but doesn't actually want the smoke, so it decides to back off. And BB here in position on the dragon. Kale here as well. No, she's going to TP back to the top lane. Okay. She'll be fine. She does have ulti. She should be able to hold this tower even if it's a 2v1. Ooh. Lots of damage coming in from the Syndra. Ooh, Trundle coming in. Ooh. Elvina getting a little bit scared there and pops the W early, but now Trundle is here. If you can get a good pillar on Syndra, she is very dead. No, the rest of the team comes in to save her. Fusro will live, but so will the Syndra. And now, hold on. Cassante's going to go ahead and TP into the fight here, but might be too little too late. That's going on in earnest. Even without Kale, BB is doing just fine here in this team fight. And Kale is just happily free farming the top lane, getting all that juicy EXP. Yeah, about a 4.5K goal leader for BB now. We're a little bit behind. We'll go ahead and catch up just a little bit. All right, we are all caught up. Now, this is the problem with having your primary tank be your top laners. They use often away from the team. So yes, Cassante is obviously very, very tanky, but if he's not there with your team, he can't really frontline for you. Gale taking a lot of damage. Ezreal does have his 2-item combo, so he's pretty strong. Fusro having to pop the blast point to escape. He is okay. Oh, is that going to go for the engage, but does not see anyone. And now, ooh, bit of a weird split fight here. Cassante's going to go ahead and ulti the Zac, but Zac just causing a lot of mayhem. Now both mid laners teleporting in, stun coming in on the Ezreal, and he's going to go down, gets outskilled by the Syndra there. Ooh, pops. Definitely probably wouldn't have used my K ulti on a Zac with passive, but I digress. The fight continues. And Tip just has to try to run and get out of here with their lives. And that will be a 2-for-0 in favor of BB. I'm going to move right onto the Atakan. Fusro trying to see if there's any way he can get in there and steal it, and he does. Nice steal by Fusro. Obviously cost him his life, but that's worth it in this situation. Get in there and yoink it. Very nice steal.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, Kale already well on her way. She should be level 16 here in the next couple minutes. Very interesting recall animation by Zach there. Yeah, the lack of playmaking for Tip is definitely starting to hurt him here. Even if BB is in a bad spot, they really can't really can't force anything. So, fight's gonna break out here. Ooh, they're gonna look for a catch on the Kale. Kale does flash out and gonna have to use the ulti to save herself. Our team's coming to help. She does end up escaping, but now the rest of the fight is going. Ooh, Asante trying to get her, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get. No, he will not. Now the rest of the fight is breaking out. Vermilion kind of being zoned out here by the Trundle, but TIP just does not have the damage. They're trying their best, but you know, the damage is just not there. And Ezreal should go down here to the Syndra combo. Indeed it will. Trundle going to maybe see if he can cheat someone from the bush and get killed, but no. And that will be a 5-0 ace in favor of TIP, and now I think, or in favor of BB, and now I think it's time for them to put this game to bed. Should be about a 10k gold lead as soon as they finish taking this Baron here. Indeed it will. At this point, yeah, I don't really know what you do. If your team BB, this team just does not really play well from behind. They don't have the raw DPS to make that happen. So, I think we just need BB to go ahead and grab their Dragon Soul here. Or no, only third Dragon. We'll go ahead and just keep pushing their lead and put this one to bed. Ooh, Asante looking for an engage here. They do have a number. Well, not quite. They do have a number here. Vermilion, I think a cut on Cinder is going to go down, and now Mel's going to come in from the side. A nice bit of damage. Ult's a little too early, but now Kale's here, and I think that will be the end of Tip's fun. Kale, you want to go help your team over here? Yeah, come on over here as the rest of the team fight. It'll be a triple kill for the Kale. And yeah, that would have been a really good engage if they weren't so far behind, but alas.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You're mine.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Kale still has ulti, so she could look for have some fun with the enemy team over here. But decides to play it safe. You are worth a 1,000 shutdown, so probably smart. Let's go back, get your death cap. No need to do anything silly.
Lot of good mages out there. None of them are this.
So what's the first stack counter for Ezreal doing? 101 gold. It's not bad. Oh, Syndra. 402 gold. Okay. Not bad. They have cashback as well. They do 700 from cashback. Oh, he got booties. Okay. Anyone else take cash back just out of curiosity? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Going out here. Poor Mel here in the top lane. And she's very dead. Looking for a gank her on the Kale, but she can easily fight this off. As long as she doesn't get stun locked into a corner. We're going to look to get an ambush on the Kale here, but this is not going to work for you, my friend. There's no universe in which you win this 1v1. Well, maybe if he waits for the Cassante, we'll see. Yeah, we're going to hear, but they are going to go for the ambush on the Kale. Kale should be able to just fight them both off, no problem. Flashes, okay. All right, Kale, you clearly do not understand how strong you are right now. You kill these two easily. Don't need to be afraid. No. Tip's actually going to find a decent fighter in the top lane. Braum is going to go down.
Has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay. Yeah, almost a 15k goal lead here for PP now. PP? BB. PPP is an entirely different team. Up to 28 kills. I don't know if we'll get 17 more before the game ends, but we'll see. All right. We're going to try to move into position for Dragon Soul here. Ezreal E doesn't quite clear the wall, so that might put him in more danger. Yeah, ends up having to blow flash. Interesting TP here by Cassante. Oh, Kale actually gets caught out and blurs to without being able to use her ulti, so now it's a 4v5 in Tip's favor. Or do they have enough in the tank to win the team fight? Now that Kale is dead, it's a 4v4. Yeah, they're struggling to actually have enough damage. Ooh, nice Ezreal E able to dodge that. Usro here. Yeah. Hey, more cheap viewers! Woo! Hold on, let me ban them. Come up with new websites to buy cheap viewers from. Ooh. Nami trying to get a ward in, but does not. So, got Lil B Mountain Soul over to BB. Ooh, Cassante actually able to pick off Syndra here. Wow, Syndra goes for a pick herself on Ezreal, but Cassante well, she does get it, but Cassante gets her in return. Okay, I see. Yeah, I think if you're BB, you just force Baron and end this game. they caught the Kale and killed her basically for free and still couldn't win the team fight. So that's just kind of how ahead you are. Ooh, Mel trying to make a big play, but not quite able to. Yeah, I think this will probably be the end here. BB should be able to just push an end with Baron buff, I would imagine.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
All right, and that will indeed be game on over to BB. So it was pretty close for the first 15 minutes, but then it just kind of started snowballing hard in their favor, and that kind of was the end of it. So well play to them. They picked their good scaling comp. It worked out. And yeah, well done. All right. We're going here for the draft for game 2. They are keeping the sides the same by the looks of it. Let me change the thing here. There you go. Who are we waiting on still? We're waiting on... I don't know who we're waiting on. All right, who are we missing from this group of people? LSM, that's what we're missing. The top laner for TIP. Don't give Kale. Yeah, I mean, it looked pretty good that game. So. I mean, obviously, BB did very, very well anyway, but the Kale kind of made it unwinnable for TIP, or uncomebackable for TIP. And yeah, quite well played by Pikachu on the Kale. Could definitely stand to be more aggressive and confident in some of those later situations when split pushing. Definitely backed off a few times he didn't need to. Could have just turned in one, but you know, you did the most important part, which is get through the laning phase, get your farm, and make it to level 16 on schedule. So well done. It's one thing to remember when you're playing League is that whatever champion you're playing, you have to know in your mind, how does my champion win games, right? Like, what kind of things does my champion do to get a win? And for Kale, it's obvious, right? You get your big farm, and you hit your big scale, and then you do it in a timely manner so that you can take over the game, right? And you have to remember, whatever your champion is, you have to remember how it is they win games, and then prioritize playing for those situations. Maybe it's something like Lee Sin instead. How does Lee Sin win games? Taking lots of early skirmishes and just being a really strong skirmishing, dueling champion. And kind of put your hand on the scale during the laning phase. And tilt in your team's favor. Killing the Nexus, indeed. Or for example, how does Amumu win games? Getting huge ultimates to win team fights for your team. That's it. Or getting picks, one or the other. Those are your two main ways as a Amumu. You just got to keep that in mind. Because it's very easy during a heated game to kind of lose track of how your champion wins a game, and you can't let it distract you. So, like, if you're playing Kale and the teams are doing a lot of nonsense fighting that doesn't really mean anything, and you're not getting your farm and the XP because of it, you need to stop. You need to stop helping them. You need to go do your thing. If your team is dumb enough to keep fighting when you're a level 13 Kale or level 14 Kale, that's their business. You gotta just leave them be. Get your level 16 and then try to carry. Stuff like that. Do not get distracted. Who won Gamba? I just got back. Oh, I forgot to put it. BB won game 1. Pretty convincingly. Oh, who won Gamba? Oh, I forgot to do that. Hold on. That reminds me. The people who bet under won the Gamba. There was only like 39 kills, I believe. Let me check. How many kills were there exactly? I don't remember. There were 38 kills. So the under crowd wins this time. There you go. All right. Well, so I got a little distracted. I'll go ahead and take a look at the draft here. We saw the Amumu first pick. Silas is a good pick against Amumu. Nice big ulti. And Caitlyn and Quinn, blind pick for BB. That's an interesting choice. Then Thresh Jinx, lots of pick and snowball and reset potential there. Vex lock in for TIP, very interesting. Okay, and then Rise top lane, presumably. I'm going against the Quinn, that's a smart choice. And then mid lane. Oh no, jungle for BB. I guess I guess it'll be jungle Silas, right? Because that's where people usually play him. Yeah, so it will be Victor mid lane. Okay. All right, and the draft is done. The team is apparently pissing. That's what they're saying in the chat. All right. What is a good bet for game 2 here? 1, 2. I can think of a funny one, but all right. Hold on, let me make it. All right, I've got the next prediction going. Will the men or the ladies take home more kills this game collectively? It's a goofy bet, right? The men do outnumber the women, but both supports are men, so they probably won't get a lot of kills. Bet on Fruster getting an objective stolen? No, you're supposed to have it. Oh my god. This way, do you guys believe in Caitlyn, Quinn, Vex, and Jinx, or do you believe in Ryza, Mumu, Victor, and Silas, plus the supports? Place your bets. Let me go ahead and close this real quick. There we go. All right. Well, where's the bets, people? There's only one person who plays the bet. Got to get your gamba. Got to vote for girl power. You got to vote for the patriarchy. Come on. Oh, I realized I've had. Oh, the music ran out. Whoops. I thought it felt weirdly quiet in here. All right, let's get into it. I could have done that more efficiently, but that's okay.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
50 mastery on a Mumu. Usher is a well-known Mumu abuser.
Minions have spawned.
All right, here we go. Jungler's gonna start on opposite sides once again. Oh, whoops, these are in the wrong spot. There we go. Does Rise get anything combat related from his ulti? Yeah, his Q does. His Q does more damage if the E is on them. Okay. Huh. Okay. And Quinn just gets the little damage thingy. Got it. Ooh! A flash play by Thresh followed up into the hook. Great play. It will almost certainly be a kill here on the Nautilus. Caitlyn still has some. Oh, she did use her flash. She isn't going down, so wow. Phenomenal gank setup there by Aloe into the Fusro gank. That's going to be a double kill for the bot lane. Mid laner not knowing how Rise works. Do they keep changing them, bro? I can't keep up. I didn't even know that Q did bonus damage if there was E on them. 25% increased damage if there's an E on them. Huh. Alright.
Go for the eyes.
Jinx, is she going Collector first as well? She must be. She has serrated Dirk early. That's interesting. No, well, I didn't even see the third kill. I wasn't paying attention. Who got the kill? I guess it was a Mumu. Oh, they ganked mid lane and got a kill on Victor. My goodness, I'm not paying attention. Beats of Warfare over to TIP. Very aggressive early game here by Fusro. We're on a mission and 8 to farm camps. And yet, there he is, keeping up in camps anyway. Makes sense. If you got good gank set up in your lanes, use it. Now, Momo's early game really isn't even that bad anymore. Now that he has the double Q, you can stun someone twice. Like, that's just so much better than it was back in the day. And coming in for another gank here on the mid lane. Lands the Q on the Victor. Ooh, no fear yet for the Vex, but it does not matter. That'll be another kill on the Victor. Okay. Mumu really making his presence felt early in this game. He's had that for years. I know that. I'm just saying that, like, the whole memes about Mumu being garbage early were way back when his Q only had 1 charge on it. Now that it has 2 charges, Mumu's early game feels pretty good, actually. And they do end up getting a kill in the top lane. Nice gank by Silas. TIP can go ahead and move on to the dragon here without their AD carry, which is an interesting choice. There she comes. No, Eric, my point is that a lot of the advice for certain how to play against certain champions is outdated, right? Because of the changes they had. Like Nash's, for example, trying really hard to deny Nessus is a fool's errand because he gets to be stronger than you so much faster than he did in the old days. So like lane bullies are bad. against Nasus now. So it used to be like Darius and Teemo would just shit on Nasus, but now it's honestly not that bad. And he outscales you really quickly. However, Thresh gonna go ahead and get caught out here, ends up going down. And they do not know the Amumu was here, he would be in big trouble. And despite the kill lead, only about a 300 goal lead here for Tip.
Go for the eyes.
Jinx is not backing. Okay, that was weird. He has about 350 gold from Collector.
Headshot.
Maybe he decides he wants to just stay for it, but probably should have gotten the back end while he had the chance. Or another gank here in the top lane. Gonna get. Ooh, misses the E on Rise, so he should be able to escape. Indeed, he will. Unfortunate E throw there by Mercenary Wolf. TIP moving in here on the grubs. Amumu obviously extremely fast at clearing grubs. He can AoE all of them at once, which is what he's going to try to do. Oh, he should be able to get these no problem. Thresh already here, and Nautilus coming in as well. I'm going to say BLL team has done a very good job of, whoa. Rise is TPing out. I don't know why. Now the fight's going to go ahead and break out. Amumu got 2 of the grubs, so now he's going to die. His team kind of ditched him. So that's not ideal. And now blue team does end up getting all 3 grubs and 2 kills. So yeah, Rise definitely did not need to ditch him there. Not sure why he did that. But in the end, Tep comes out ahead regardless. And despite those early kills in mid, Victor actually still ahead in gold thanks to the CS lead. Which is funny because Vex has a bounty. Crimson Chin. Has Crimson Chin been on this team the whole time? I feel like I haven't had the opportunity to call his name for quite a while. Nala's going to go ahead and engage here on the Amumu. BB does have the numbers advantage here. Tip just has to try to turn and win the fight, and so far it's working. They got 2 kills. Very big Amumu ulti combined with the Jinx ulti. And Rise going to TP in as well, and that will be a dead Caitlyn. And that will be a 4-for-1 in favor of TIP. Caster just hates supports? That's not true. I don't like the support role. Playing it, I mean. Yeah, that looked like a good pick for BB, but Mumu is a scary champion to dive on because he could just turn it on you and stun your entire team. And he went Leandri's too, so this Mumu hurts with the Leandri's and the Conqueror, so you gotta be careful. What is the name of my support? Eric29? It's Eric29. I know that. The artist formerly known as Mr. Hernandez Teaches, currently known as Eric29. About a 2.5k gold lead here for TIP. They have secured the piece of strength already, so they're in a great spot. Emil kills Bet looking good. It sure is. Jinx popping off. The Jinx definitely tilts it in favor of the women, I think. That champion likes to get a lot of kills.
Okay.
Turret plating will fall soon. Well, look at you.
Ooh, Mumu's gonna go ahead and kind of catch out, or Cloud's gonna go ahead and catch out on Mumu here, but if we talk about Lahore catching out on Mumu is risky business. Doesn't getting a decent ulti off, but not quite able to land it on the 80 carry. Now fight's gonna turn. Silas has to run for it. Got to be careful not to get this Jinx reset. You'll get, if you die, you'll get the other two people killed. But they do end up picking off the Amumu. Nice catch there. Whoa! What on earth? Okay, what the heck happened here? Oh, she got baited by the low health Nautilus. Oh no. Oh, I mean, she gets Caitlyn. Doesn't have the cooldowns to finish up the Nautilus afterwards though, so it's going down, so it ends up being a 1-for-1. That does get them away from the tower, so your bot lane can keep pushing. If they can get this tier 2 tower, that's 100% worth, but it doesn't look like they quite have the time. Kill for Vex, kill for not. I mean, that does kind of even out, but yeah. We do have the Sunrock AP mode coming. It looks like Amumu will be building Sunfire this game. I'm gonna pick here on the Rise. Rise at the top. It should be fine. Yep, phase rush Rise is just really hard to catch out. BB gonna go ahead and move in on the on the Rifteld here. Or Moonwoo's gonna move it on the enemy bot lane down here. Rise is gonna keep again, and Moonwoo getting in there. Not quite able to follow up though, out of Qs for now. So does force him away from the Dragon Pit though, which I assume was the goal. And they're gonna go ahead and move on to the Dragon. Yeah, I don't like trading Dragon for. I don't like trading Rifthold for Dragon at this point, but that might have been the best they could get. So that's tough. Wait, did the Rifthold not charge the tower? Oh, that's weird. What the? And Silas is gonna go ahead and take the Rifthold and use it to bail. And interesting play here. Oh, Booster is going to go ahead and catch out Victor here on the side, but no follow-up. So Muumu's just going to have to. Ooh, he's going to try to turn it. Muumu does a lot of damage. He might just get the solo kill here. Indeed, he will. And Quinn's going to go ahead and get run of the jungle here by the Rise. Can he finish off the kill? No. Now, we're going to turn on the Muumu. Silas uses his own Muumu ulti, but there's just no damage here to follow up. He's going to get the reset right into the trap, but I don't think Caitlyn does not have that kind of damage yet. About a 1.5K gold lead here for TIP, but the real lead is in the objectives, obviously. I'm sorry, caster autopilot bombings by. That's funny. We might not get our Sunfire after all, Eric. I will be right back. Sorry about that. My nieces called me away to kill a spider. And they were hysterical, so I kind of had to do it. All right. I'm sure we'll get ours on fire. You sent him a threatening message. That's funny. That is funny. All right, Rise is going to go ahead and do something. I mean, that's one of the more scuffed engages I've seen, but it's kind of working. Muumu's in there now. Lands on the back, lands on both carries, double ulti, and that's going to be a reset for the Jinx. And then reset for the Vex as well. Oh my goodness. That's one of the more bizarre engages I've seen, but it worked out. Him kind of TPing in like that, or ulting in like that, kind of bought time for the rest of his team to catch up. That's a wild play. Okay. That will be Otacon and presumably Dragon Soul over for Tip. That's interesting they're not choosing to reset before the dragon here. That might be a mistake, but we'll see. Silas does have his ulti available. He could maybe steal the Amumu ulti and make a big play here. But and they gotta hurry. And he does, and he manages to steal the objective. No Dragon Soul yet for Tip. Now, opts to steal the Jinx ulti, which is interesting. They don't really get much value out of it, but now Tip has forced to flee. Very nice steal by Mercenary Wolf there to prevent the Dragon Soul. Where's the bet? It was a different... We didn't go with that bet. That's too mean-spirited. There will not be bets regarding specific players. I was going to bet no. Liar. And in the end, huge play for BB. They present the Dragon Soul, and they get some shutdowns as well. Yeah, get a couple shutdowns, so very well played by them. Fusro never misses smites with me. How many times have you even played against Fusro? With Fusro? Ah, okay. Ooh, Thresh might be caught out here. No flash on the Thresh, and the Nautilus is going to go down on the Jinx, but no follow-up. Now Nautilus is going to go down here, and that will be a reset here. And the fight will begin. Or the rest of the fight will begin. Caitlyn kind of gets caught off on the side. And Caitlyn is here, or Quinn is here, but I don't think anything's really going to come of it except her death. And she's going to go down, and that should be a Baron play now for Tip. BB trying to get in there, but Amumu still has ultis, so their Baron contest is going to be short-lived, but that actually might be enough to force them off the Baron for now. I think it will be. Yeah, Jinx is too low now. Okay, I mean, you'll take that. Buy time and get your team all respawned. I think that's worth it.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Naparad, Jack. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little distracted at the moment.
See you up there.
Okay. Potential Dragon Soul come here once again. Both these are going to come in. Gold pretty close, about 2.5k difference. Big items on the Victor. So he's very, very strong. See if he can find a way to carry this team fight. Ooh, Nal's going to end up walking right into the Amumu. They're going to try to engage with him, or are they going to go for somewhere else? So Rise TP's in kind of on the backline here, and now Nautilus is definitely caught. Dota's going to come out. Now Nautilus is down, but the Quake's coming in from both sides. Quinn comes in and assassinates the Jinx, but there's nobody really left for BB, and even though they got the pick they wanted on the Jinx, they didn't have anything left for the rest of the team. That will be an ace for TIP and Dragon Soul. Oh, they're gonna go for Baron as well, okay. Well, they decided to back off. Both teams kind of just jockeying around Baron here. The game is close enough that you can't just rush it if you're either team. Yeah, we're both teams kind of just in a holding pattern on this Baron.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
All right, team's gonna again. Ooh, looking for a nice engage here. Rye's not here in the fight. The Jinx is gonna end up going down again. The Mumu gets a big ulti off, but is it gonna be enough to turn the fight without the AD carry? No, it will not, and that will be a huge team fight win for BB. Man, a great flank to get on the back line. Holy moly!
Has scored an ace.
And now they're gonna be the ones to get Baron. I gotta see that fight again. That was a crazy play. Yeah, Quinn ends up getting the flank here, combined with the Nautilus, able to CC combo, and Jinx ends up going down. And then Victor flashes on as well, just to make absolutely sure. And yeah, Mumu gets the 3 or 4-man ulti off, but it is not enough. Yeah, great play by BB to claw this game back. My goodness. And then they'll go ahead and get Baron. All right, now Elder play. Yeah, BB does have the Baron, and they have the gold lane now. But you know, you're one big Amumu engage away from this being completely turned on its head. So we'll see what happens. Victor does have the Banshees, which is a good call that will help kind of blunt the engage if he gets caught up by Amumu. Banshees for the Silas as well. And TIP just gonna rip it. They're going straight for this Elder, and now BB's trying to get in here. Oh, the moment the TIP does secure the Elder Dragon, now they're going to turn, and the Jinx is going to get her first reset, and that's going to start running him down. Ooh, ends up getting slowed. Now BB just has to try to escape with what they have left. And TIP, very bold move there to just move forward on a team on the Elder and say, I bet you can't stop us, even with Baron buff. My goodness, what a play. That is a ballsy play. If that doesn't work, you just lose the game right there. Not gonna lie, having it come down to a 50-50 smite with Fusro is not where I like my games to be, but in the end, Tip gets it. There was not a steal in the cards this time, and now TIP once again in the driver's seat with that Elder buff. We're gonna go ahead and try to siege now. Remember, they don't have Barons, so these minions aren't actually buffed up, just the champions. And that's going to be a kill for the Caitlyn. And wow, that Flush gets kind of caught out. Now they're going to have to bail.
Go for the eyes. Now.
Ooh. Yeah, Quinn cannot, in fact, 1v1 the Rise there. Oof. But yeah, I feel like this game's probably going to come down to one more big team fight, although really neither team's even lost an in-depth tower yet, so this one game might go on for a while still. We'll see.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, fight breaking out here. Gonna be, oh, nice a Mumu ulti from the Sylas, and now the Caitlyn Victor late game damage is coming in. Ooh, the first reset's coming in for the Jinx, and they're just gonna try to run down. That's gonna be a kill on the Quinn. And now BB just has to back off here. I'm not sure if a Mumu got ulti off. I assume he must have, because they ended up winning team fight, and now they're gonna move on to Baron. Ooh, and Dick's kind of outside the pit. Dex outside the pit gets a little bit caught out. Now Jinx ends up going down, and now TIP has the Baron, but only 2 people with it. So we're not going to get as much value as you probably hoped. And TIP does have the Baron here, but only on 2 members. And they're going to go ahead and rip the Baron themselves. Jinx is in the base at the moment. Vex is TPing in, but it's going to be a little too late. Fusro goes into the pit, not able to secure the steal, and that will be Elder Dragon over to BB. My goodness, and now TIP is on the run, but there's 2 of them going down. Very back and forth swinging game here. And they do have the Elder, but no Baron, so I feel like if Tip can wave clear, they should be just fine.
Fancy a treat?
Now, a fight is breaking out here. Rise is able to go ahead and get the kill on Nautilus, but now they do get the tower, but now they have to back off. They're too chunked to continue pushing. Team's kind of just jockeying for position again. Everyone's terrified of making that big mistake.
Boom. Headshot.
Apparently Fusro is tired. I don't blame him. Yeah, but kind of just waiting for Baron to come up. Obviously, TIP in better position of it, but Quinn's kind of the X factor in this game. She can split push or assassinate. She's so fast. Jinx has opted to go for the GA, so Ooh. Vex ulti goes in, hits the Silas, and blows a spell shit, and he has to flash. And now Ryze is going to go ahead and ult in. Booster ulti on the back line, and now the rest of the fight's going to break out, and BB is very split up. And that looks like it will probably be game here in favor of TIP.
What do you see up there? Been destroyed.
Now Amumu gonna go ahead and land. Wait, did they get Elder again? Did I zone out and they got Elder again? Hold on. What is the spawn timer for Elder? It is 6 minutes. Okay. We are on Elder number 3. My goodness. Okay.
Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
All right, and I don't really know if there's a realistic way that BB holds this, especially with Caitlyn now dead, but we'll see. Can they cook up something? Well, Vex is down. Okay. Congratulations to TIP. Very long game, but they finally managed to close it out. All right, let's go ahead and switch on over here. We will give them both their win. And are they switching sides? They are. All right, we'll let them know. Here's the 60-minute banger of a game 3. Oh my god. I'm not making a bet for game 3. I'm tired. Also, we need to figure out what the hell the kill count was. Let's go ahead and take a look, because I don't remember. Okay, so there were 57. There were 77 total kills. And of that, the ladies got 15, 33, 44 kills. 44 kills out of 77, that is indeed the majority. So well played to the ladies. They do take this one. Oh, hold on. I gotta change the. I just realized I have to change the thingy here. Here we go. gonna see the Mundo against the Aatrox. I'd be sad. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. I turned that music off? I meant to. Where the heck? Hold on. There we go.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
All right, here we go.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh God, Vermilion pulls up the fucking Mundo copy pasta. You know how old that copy pasta is? That pasta is so old, that was for pre-WeWork Mundo. Theos had just come out.
Minions have spawned.
My goodness, there's a lot of action in the top lane early. Okay. Oh, I forgot to reorder the team over here, but thankfully I only had to move one person. I just realized Karma top against Aatrox. Oh, I guess it is Jungle Mundo. Well, there you go. Get away from the Aatrox. That's smart. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of tired too. We're coming up on 3 hours already, and we got a lot to go by the looks of it. Oh boy. Oh, we finally get first blood here. Booster kind of caught against the wall, but he is Warwick. He can heal a lot. He's going to have to try to bail. Does he end up going down? He does, and that will be first blood over to the Mundo. And it will be returned on the Poppy. Ooh. And the Rakan barely lives. Ooh, and the E comes back from the Xayah. Does he have the damage to finish off the Jhin? No! And that will be a double kill over for the Jhin. Feat of Warfare over for Team BB. Very bloody fight there.
Focus. Never fall.
Mundo has his heart steel already. He's gonna look to get bonking. Bit of a fight breaking out here in the bot lane. Ooh. And Rakan's gonna get popped. Now Mundo is gonna go ahead and pop his ulti, but he's kind of getting kited out here. Slowed down a lot by the, actually I'm not sure what exactly slowed him on there.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Incision!
About a 3K goal lead here for BB already, which is fantastic considering they're a scaling team here. They've got the Jhin and the Mundo. Gank coming out here in the bot lane. I think they'll probably be okay though. Rakan and Xayah very difficult to gank. EB gonna go ahead and take the Rift here. That will also secure them the feats of strength, I believe. Yes, it will. A 3-hour stream. It's looking like it, at least. What the heck happened up here? Get a 2v2 in the top lane. What the? That was interesting. Booster's gonna go 4-way here. He's gonna get kited out. He's gonna get help from his Aatrox, but not quite close enough to do so. Back here in the bot lane, but they should be fine. They are going to summon the Rift Herald here. Knock down the tower.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Nice engage here by BB. That's going to be the mid and the support and the jungle down. And now Aatrox is going to TP in here, and he's going to meet the same grisly fate. Tough.
Blue team has scored an ace. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, 9K goal lead here for BB already there, really running away with it. Yeah, Fusho clearly exhausted just to have it.
Team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
If only you could see what you'll become.
Quickly.
Never falter. Never falter.
Bit of two different fights kind of breaking out over on the side.
Never falter.
And wow, that's going to be it. Pretty short game 3 here, but I think everyone's just kind of ready to go to bed. Or go to bed. Go to bed. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk. And yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for watching. I believe there's another series tomorrow, I want to say. Let me go ahead and check. Yes, Jat versus PvP tomorrow. We will see. I might cast that, I might not. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Well played to BB. They kind of very long series, but in the end, it came out on top. And yeah, have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.